So I won't tell the funny story I want to tell about her daughter unless we have time at the very end of the night. Please welcome Carol Olicker, who has a few poems to share with us.
Meredith gave me permission. I'm going to start and end with a poem of my mother's, and I have her chapbook. I made copies. Anybody who wants one, at the end, just raise your hand. If you think you want one, I'll leave them by the door. They're free. Okay. So here's her first poem.
You want to sit or stand?
Oh, I was going to sit.
Whatever is comfortable.
Well, I'll stand for this one and then I'll sit. Is that too complicated?
Okay, let's do it. It's nice to have somebody standing here for a minute. It's easier to see faces that way, and just let me know if you want to change.
Okay. Okay. This is my mother. It's very short, 4 lines. It's called Poets. Into our minds we welcome you. Our spirits are open to share.
Start over.
Okay.
Thanks.
We just can't hear you because it's very directional.
Oh, okay.
You're good, perfect.
Okay. Poets. Into our minds we welcome you. Our spirits are open to share. Even if nobody looks or listens, we toss ourselves into the air. Okay, now here's one from me. Ninja was my cat. Quaaludes, you know what they were? They were muscle relaxant. I never took them, but I used it in my poem. They were recreationally used during the 60s and 70s. I had started meditating by the time they came out, so I wasn't drinking anything anymore. But I like the word and I'm using it. Okay, and I'm lying down in this. Okay. When Ninja sits, Quaaludin on my chest, she melts on me like butter into toast. And when she needs, oh, gentle rhythm, slightly clawed, then all the children I never bore wrap their little hands around my heart and squeezing in her rhythm, they forgive me. Okay. Now this one I wrote when I was recovering from gallbladder surgery. I wasn't able to have laparoscopic because the stones were too big, so they had a big gash. And they don't sew you now, or they didn't then. They stapled me closed. So, okay, so I wrote about that. Okay. I'm stapled, I'm stippled, I'm crippled and cropped. My gallbladder's gone and my body's in shock. Invaded, degraded, mobility blocked. No workouts, no swimming, no walks in the park. This flesh, once an altar, now altered, now falters. Impatient for healing, I'm squealing, fuck. Here's the second line, the second verse. When itchin', I'm bitchin'. Bones broken, not muffin, but fetchin', outspoken. Though I have good insurance, I lack Spartan endurance. I'm not stiff upper lippish, not Roman, not British. My forebears spoke Yiddish. So shalom and oy vey. And here's the last one. And I've only written 3 poems, so you get my entire. This is the entire. Okay. Living with the. You know what attrition means? Does everybody? Attrition is when something's fading away and getting less and less. Living with attrition was never my ambition, never written on my list of lofty goals. But then I found that my to-do list had become a long boo-hoo list, a who's who list of dear departed souls. When they were clothed in flesh, our hearts would intersect and weave a golden mesh that held us close. Now, when I long to reconnect, I look and find that tender mesh unbroken, just extended, fully whole. It's where these dear ones live inside me, where they comfort and provide me with their friendship. And that has edified my soul. For I have learned that the attrition, though partly real, is partly fiction. More real is the benediction of their love that never ebbed still flows. And I would like to name the people that I was thinking of when I wrote this. Seth Cohen, Jennifer Kading Blair, came later, Harry Pavelka, Len LeBas, Gertie Leet, Fred Rosenberg, I think there's one more, but they're all great, great, great people. And just to invoke them gives me pleasure. Just to remember their existence is like beautiful. Now, the last thing I'm going to do is read you another of my mother's poems so you can decide if you think you would like to have her book. It's free. I love having people read her poetry because that is like, what's the word? Reconstituting her. You know, she comes back to life when her words are read. Okay. And this is the one I'm going to read, though. They're not all on the topic of writing poetry. When with turbulent emotion and a serious unrest, from my slumber couch I waken, and disturbance round me press. I pour my thoughts upon the page, but discipline is slow. What rhythm, find rhyme, speak pointed thoughts, and lo, the last in rank, a poet I, and gone is woe. I should have raised your hand how many people think they might like to have one of these, so I know how many to leave out there. Anybody want a free book of my mother's poetry? Nobody? Nobody. Oh, I didn't see it. Sorry. Oh, stand there at the end and have the